Hello there. I gotta come up with a better intro for these things, but this is gonna be the past, present, and future energies as we enter March 2026. We're trekking along, guys. We're nearly in the third month of the year. We're a quarter of the year through, right? How you feeling? We feeling good. Hope you're feeling fine. Okay. But we're getting into the energy of March. All I will say is that Mercury will be going retrograde this last week of February, and we'll be doing that as we enter March. And the post shadow period of that will go out through the end of March. So basically, March is Mercury's bitch. Intellect, maybe a little off. Technology, maybe a little off. Your electronics may be a little off, transportation may be a little off, there's going to be delays, there's going to be miscommunications, there's going to be all types of things going on. We need to really trust our own intuition and our instincts. Although we're in between eclipses right now, and that's a hiccup in its own, it's just been really intense and challenging to navigate this through, especially if you're someone like me and absorbed in all of the energy of the collective. Y'all, I'm feeling it. I'm really feeling it. So that's why I've been doing these readings like more on my own time, less of when it's already scheduled and stuff like that. Just like taking some time, necessary time that I can to take care of me first, and then I'll always be back to take care of you. It's just there's gonna be some shifts and some changes in schedule, and you just gotta kind of flow with it. You know, at this point, what truly matters is what makes you happy and what keeps you comfortable and safe, but not too comfortable, okay? Because there's shifts and things like that, so we need to be able to be flexible and adaptable. And yeah, we all have our strengths and weaknesses, and I'm here to guide you through. So, March is going to be challenging in its own as we're shifting to eclipse energy and also a Mercury retrograde. So, with that in mind, just keep your head up high, yo. Like, that's all I'm asking for. I've been feeling like this something within the last couple of days has like just kind of blanketed over me, and I don't understand what it is. I used to figure out, is this me, or is this like the people around me, or is this like the collective? Like, it's very difficult for me to sift through that when I'm doing this type of work. So that's why I take the breaks that I need when I need to. So let's break this down, yo. Let's break this down. This is past, present, and future. This is the past, present, and future energies as we enter March 2026. Guys, let's get to marching. I think will be the name of this. Okay, Pisces, we're marching into March. Alright, Pisces, this is for Pisces Sun, Moon, and Rising as we're going into March 2026. This is your past, present, and future reading. Okay. Let's get a past energy for Pisces. Okay. Let's get a present energy for Pisces. And let's get a future energy for Pisces. Okay, So, so you don't want to show me your past and your future, but presently you're sitting Seven of Cups, which means presently I'm hearing you have your options open. I'm also hearing you have multiple doors open. Or you can just be like, this is also very like confusing or distracting. You're like indulging in a bunch of distractions. I'm getting more quantity over quality, guys. Like, it's so confusing. I'm hearing like you're being pulled into many different directions. I'm also hearing that like you're trying to be selective. You're a little picky. Uh, okay. Yeah. Something's something's got you bent. You're calling in something, but it's not exactly what you want. And so you're taking your pick right now. You're putting your eggs in different baskets. Like damn, you hopping around. I don't, they're coming, it's coming to me. Then I'm just saying them, okay? So let's look at what's in the past. Because whatever's in the past was challenging, and there's two cards here. So, mm, Three of Wands and Three of Cups. 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. It's been difficult expressing yourself and meeting new people who can also like support you in that manner. Maybe there's some tension in the friend group. Maybe I'm hearing the the trip the trip is not making it out the group chat. Um Something, yeah, I feel like travel plans may have gotten delayed, or like somebody dropped the ball, or didn't like, I mean, I'm not getting pentacles here, so I'm not gonna say they didn't like pay their dues. I feel like something like came up and like they're not with it no more, or you can't find people to be with it, to engage in it. Mm, I'm feeling like I don't know, something that was challenging in the past, but in the future you're gonna be just more independent. You're gonna do things more independently, and that this is Nine of Pentacles, so that's where a little bit of the money comes in. But it's Nine of Pentacles, Nine of Cups. You're gonna be investing more into yourself than into other people, than into other cups. You're pouring back into your cup, and it may have to do with you having to be less emotional and more. I didn't want to be like material guy, like, but it seems like that, like doing more of your own things, like on your own, not waiting for others to pitch in, spending more alone time, going on more like adventures alone, instead of sitting in this confusing space like who, where, what, and when, you know, having a plan on your own independent plan of action to do things that you want to do. And if others want to come, then they have to pick up at your pace. Okay, so let me clarify. I feel like now is just not the time to include other people into your plan of action. I feel like you have a lot on your plate right now, and you need to decide what it is that you want to consume before you figure out who you breaking bread with. You feel me? Like, and take that however it resonates, whether it is like you paying for other people, giving other people access to you is also something else as well. But just giving people a piece of you. You need to figure out where it is where you're needed in order to keep on growing. You won't be able to grow if your nutrients is being scattered elsewhere, especially where it's not appreciated. Okay, so let's see, past energy. I feel like there's a desire to go outside of yourself, or wanting to like travel, explore, and like go on these adventures and trips and stuff like that. And there's a desire to connect with people, like-minded people, celebrate, have fun, party, and like build stronger friendships and stuff like that. But um there's a feeling of loneliness here in the past. And like seeking something outside of yourself for the answer. The answer is not with these people, is not in these places, unfortunately. There's a time and a place for when you do. These cards are here for a reason, because there is a time and a place. But what's difficult about this is that you are coming from a place of, gotta say it, desperation, loneliness, a feeling of isolation, like feeling like the world has blocked you out, or you have blocked out the world. Coming from this space is coming from like a space of fear that you're not going to be able to connect with people. 333, a fear that you're not going to be able to find the right emotional support, a fear that even FOMO, fear of missing out. You feel me? Because it's just not the time, with the Hierophant at the bottom of the deck, and then the Hermit here in the reverse. It feels like you have been put in a period of isolation, and you have. Yeah, you in time out a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, but it's for a good reason. It's for you to find value and worth within yourself. Because as you extend yourself outward to these other people, they are not going to see as much value in you if you do not value yourself. You need to be able to put yourself in a space where you enjoy your solitude, where you enjoy your own company, your own internal guidance, your own need to devote to your own path and purpose, devote yourself to that. There's a time and place when you need to have fun, and there's a time and place when you need to build fundamentals. And I feel like this is what this is asking you right now, is that you're still learning something around your own personal 222 possessions. The even your income, your materials, your finances, but your own personal value and worth. You know, this is also about what keeps you comfortable and safe within yourself independently. Independent wealth, independent security, like being able to do it for yourself. And then you can, I'm seeing all these angel numbers, 333, and then you can extend yourself outward for that support. That's what 333 is: support, guidance. Okay? And you'll be able to find that better once you figure it out for yourself. Because otherwise you'll be going out there misguided, with no sense of direction, with poor self-esteem, no boundaries or values or morals, none of that. And you're in a selection period. Look how many things you got to select from. But now is to choose your focus. What is actually worth my attention, my access, what is actually worth, what am I valuing? Your attention to things is just as much value than your input, your financial input into things. Just look at these companies. They're making money, but they're also taking your data. What? Because they find value in the shit that you pay attention to. So choose what it is that you want to consume. And let it be you first. Let the attention go to yourself first. Because that's what this is. It's distractions, confusion, fantasy, illusion. That's what you're sitting in presently. Emotional disappointment and loss. But you have the power to create anything else besides that. So you need to really be careful with what it is that is looping on your mind, because you'll just keep manifesting the same disappointment over and over and over and over again. That's why it's so important for you to be comfortable in your own energy, so you can know exactly what it is that you're calling in. If you keep surrounding yourself by disappointment, if you keep consuming disappointment, you're going to keep producing, and you're going to keep manifesting and producing disappointment. So this is so much a time for you to focus on the brighter side of things. Like, yeah, you may have lost something. You may have to lose something. You may have to say no to something. You may have to experience disappointment, truly, and grief, and all types of things. the universe and the magician, everything is here to work for you. So it's whatever it is that you are deciding to call in. Like, I can't make it up. Let's look into the future where we're more secure within ourselves. We're more confident. It's like you really don't have, you teeter-totter on like trusting yourself. One day you're on the top of the world, the next day you're completely doubting everything that you're doing. You're confusing the fuck out of the universe, out of your ability to manifest. Okay, I told one of my Pisces this: you can literally make your dreams come true. That is your superpower, and I need you to own that. Okay, so whatever it is that you want in life for you, that's exactly what will happen. You just have to be willing to work with your energy, work with yourself. You have to be willing to learn, willing to try new things, do new things. Because you're not going to get new outcomes doing the same old thing. You just will never. You will never. I told you once and I will tell you again. It is clinically insane to keep trying the same thing, expecting different results. It is also as insane to sit around and do nothing about it and just think one day magically it will happen because I dreamt in it and dreamed. If you don't take action on it, if you don't actually take action on it, it will never come. Okay? It won't. So yes, you can make your dreams come true, but you also have to step on earth a little bit and take the steps that are necessary to make that happen. It will just come way more easier for you. I promise. I promise. As a Pisces rising, I promise. All you have to do is set the intention and take baby steps. 222. Okay? I promise that's all you need to do. Just head that direction and it will all unfold out for you, Pisces. That's my advice for you. I'm gonna leave it there. If this reading resonated with you or you have any further questions and would like to dive deeper, please do not hesitate to reach out to me at Libra Baby Doll.